Okay guys, so what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna show you guys how to actually cleaning your really nasty mechanical keyboard. And the keyboard I'm using here is the Logitech G610. And as you can see, I've been using it for a while and it's filled with grease, like somewhere down underneath. So I want to take the keycaps off and start cleaning it. Over here, all I have is just a small container and it's filled with hot water. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm just gonna put a little bit of a soap detergent in the hot water, and then we're gonna just dip the key in here, and at the same time we're gonna take a look at the undersurface of the keyboard and try to figure out the condition of it and maybe find another way to clean the underside. Okay, so let's get started. So just some regular detergent. I have some 7th Gen plant-powered detergent, and I'm just gonna add some, just enough so it starts to make some bubbles. So the detergent is really helpful in removing the grease or whatever is stuck on the keyboard. So yeah, that looks like about right consistency. So I'm gonna start taking keys off. And for me, it's really easy. I just use my hand and just puck it up, and those keys come off really easily. And this is the G10 with the cherry red keys, and I can already see there are a lot of dust and dirt underneath. I might just use a vacuum to clean the underneath area, but what I want to clean most is the actual keys because they're just really dirty. Oh, obviously there's no spring, so you should be totally fine with this keyboard. And so yeah, that's pretty easy. So now I'm just going to take the last few of the keys off. And it would be a good idea to just soak it in here for a little bit in the hot water. Should really do wonders. And my suggestion is don't get it wet, because my hand is a little bit wet, but I would say just try to be really careful with the keyboard and try not to get it wet because it's not water resistant. There's a big hole over here with the circuit board showing, so just be really careful. I want to show you guys how nasty it is. Sorry if you are very germ sensitive, but it's pretty nasty. Okay, so over here is all the keys. Just gonna soak it for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back, change the water and clean it and wipe it down so it's nice and dry, and then we're gonna do something about the keyboard itself. Alright, so I've washed those keys a couple times through the clean hot water, and now they look really nice and clean. There is no grease stuck on the side of the keys anymore. And so next step, I'm just gonna dry them, and then we're gonna come to the actual keyboard itself and see what we can do about it. Okay. And I am simply just gonna pour the keys onto the drying mat, and then maybe find a paper towel and just dry them, so hopefully they dry up pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna leave those here to dry, and then let's focus on the actual keyboard itself. So what I'm thinking initially is just find a vacuum and vacuum all the nasty hair out, because it's really nasty over here. Okay, so let's do that. Here is my trustworthy Dyson V10 cordless vacuum, and if you guys don't have this, you live in a place where you need to vacuum a lot, I highly suggest this vacuum. It does wonders and I'm gonna post a link below on where to get it. It's not cheap, but it's most definitely worth it. In this case, absolutely yes. So I have one of those attachments, actually two. So I'm gonna try the one with the little brush first and see if it actually pick up all the nasty hairs along when I'm starting to get it off. So settings I'm using on the V10 is setting number 2. And I am just gonna start, maybe I can do it a little bit closer to the camera. Let's see. So, maybe somewhere here. See if you can see the dust, I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Works surprisingly good. Most of the hair and the debris are already removed. Just a little more on the side. I think I'm gonna later on change to this little tool and do a few more refined sweeps and hopefully removes all the hair. So whatever's left, it's just a few small hair pieces that's got stuck. I wouldn't worry too much about those, but I think a Q-tip and some alcohol would just actually, you get this. Guess what? I have the disinfectant wipes. I think those should do a pretty good job. Let's see. And I'm just gonna start cleaning it generally, since I haven't done so in a long time. Okay, so at least the exterior surface is nice and clean and disinfected. Okay, now we go to the interior, the gaps in between. Might have to use some sort of thing to push it in between those gaps, but actually works just fine. So check it out. So I can go through each line really nicely. And if there are some areas that's like super dirty, I just work a little more over those areas and hopefully get all the stuff out. What I find most dirty is around the space key. Some food debris over there. And I think it's kind of dried, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back onto the keyboard, and then we're gonna just let it air dry naturally. Okay. So now is the fun part, which is putting everything back together. This is my favorite part to do because I enjoy meditating, putting all the keys back. I know some people are probably gonna hate it, but this is the essential step to make sure your keyboard is working fine. And also, like if you just shake around, you can probably still get some weird stuff out from in between the gaps over here. There are probably some more stuff falling inside there. As you can see, I'm shaking and there are just things coming out, which is funny. All right. Okay. Looks nice. And let's put everything back. Finally, it's complete, and I know some of my keys are worn out because I use this keyboard so much. But now the keyboard is like really clean, like free of grease, at least on the keycaps, and it should serve me quite another few months before I need to clean it again. So if you guys are in the same situation, your keyboard is super nasty, super dirty, it's time to clean, this is how you clean your keyboard the most efficient way possible, I think. Again, red keys, great for gaming and typing. It's very quiet in a office environment as well. So if you guys have any questions about how to clean your keyboard or mechanical keyboard, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much and take care.